Welcome back, everybody. You're still tuned into the Rubbing Minds Women's Month special powered by Lipton. I have the honor of sitting down with Queen Salawa Abeni as we discuss her journey. Before the break, you had mentioned your lessons. And I want to go back to that. So the lessons that we can share with other young women, especially those who are interested in the arts. The first, I think the public lesson, there's unfortunately some lessons we have to learn in front of people and from people. And one of those for you is you were the subject of name calling, shaming, because your society couldn't understand how this woman could be so successful from her art. And you sang the song about it. Well, do you think I'm a prostitute because I'm so successful and so forth? Let's talk about, how you grew through that experience, because a lot of people crumble when those kinds of, accusations are made towards them.
Ohun tójú mi rí o, Salawatu nínú olórin máa sọ. Ohun tójú mi rí, ìbíhùn mi. Ohun tójú mi rí, Salawatu nínú olórin máa sọ. Back to your question. My experience that brought the question you asked me. I'm a single parent. I raised my children by myself. Along the line, I lost one. So I lost. After I lost one, I was devastated, I was sick, I was paralyzed for 5 years because how am I going to? I have 4 children, lost one. Am I going to do it? Am I going to come? Am I going to do this? Then all that's separated between me and the father of my children. Then a lot of things going on in the social media that she has left her husband because I just sat down that, okay, I want to make it in my life. And I choose this music as my career. What am I going to do? How am I going to tell people? How are they going to learn from me that I am not the name they called me? It's like play. I said, okay, let me send this message across to the world to let them know that I'm not the way
that some people might
I am. That we are 8. My mom has 8 children for my dad. So how come? I don't know what I have to do. Okay, let me use music. Let me compose to send the message across.
So I have a question. There's so many women now. There's so many reasons why a marriage or a union can break up. However, you find that women are still scared to leave or to go out on their own when you can see that it's not working. And, especially because they're scared of being called these names. They're scared of what society will call them and how they will be treated. What are some of the pieces of advice that you can give to those women who, are in marriages that they know are not working out for them, but are too scared to go out on their own? Or maybe women who have left their marriages and are just devastated the way you were when you were on, when you first embarked on that journey on your own?
Well, a lot of water passed under the bridge. I will still continue to lay my emphasis on the determination. You don't need to be scared when you know what you are doing and when you know where you are going. It wants to be scared, in honesty. But I have a daughter who is married with 2 children. I have a son, too, who is married with 3 children. So, determination, you don't need to be scared. You patient, listen, then let's join hands together. If one say no, when you know that your husband or your boyfriend, let's start from there, at least we start from somewhere before we come to be married, that, okay, you'll be studying from when we are dating, before, so you know the type of person he or she is. When you know that, oh, it's too aggressive, get annoyed easily, you'll be watching. You people, and you Loyinbo said, 2 wrongs can never make it right. So you'll be studying from there, you'll be studying him. And him too will be studying you, so that when you make up your mind to from then, from boyfriend, you may become to be proposed. Then, ìyàwó dé nìyẹn, marriage. You'll be managing each other.
You somehow, again, continue to evolve and to heal from all the things that you have been through, including the loss of your son, which
is the cause of everything. Is the loss of my son is the cause of everything. Breakdown.
But you look incredibly strong, and it looks like one day at a time you're starting to heal.
It's not easy. It is. I did not pray for anyone in the world to lose any one of their children. It is not really easy for me to cope. It is sad. It's only I can't talk without it. It cost me a lot. Draw my career, draw it back, trying to fight it back. It was 17 years then, so, well, thank God.
You're moving forward. And, you know, we need to round up now, but of course, in the news lately, the biggest story we saw was, shall I say, an acting reunion between yourself and I don't know what to call it. That's where I want to end our conversation. We saw the beautiful adverts, and you know, when you look at the history and you see how much happened, I would love to know how, you know, you agreed to do that beautiful.
Thank you for the last question.
You needed something lighthearted.
Make me laugh. One thing we didn't realize in this country, me and General Kollington Ayinla is the father of my children. We are not enemy. All we just did is commercial. That's all.
You're not enemies, but at least you're friends.
We are.
You're friends, which is important.
The father of my children.
Yes, exactly. And that's very important because there's some women who, we all need to take notes from that. We all need to take notes from that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Queen Salawa Abeni. This has been incredible. I've learned so many lessons, you have no idea. So I'm so grateful for this time that you've given us. And
Thank you.
Very quickly, before you go, are you a feminist?
Well, the question is, I want, though I'm a little bit okay on my own, but at the same time, I want men to be on top. If I want anybody I'm dating, marriage, support me. If I have 1,000 naira, I still want man to support
You want him
me.
to look after you. You know what? It's also feminism because you know what? It's your right to choose what you want. So I think deep down inside, there's a bit of feminism there.
Maybe you get me. Maybe
You don't want to be independent. You want to make sure
I don't
that
want to be independent.
Okay.
I want men to still supporting me.
to support you.
Yes, I still want you to support me in whatever I'm doing. I may have more than the person. I may have more than the person, but I don't want to be the leader of the person. I want, it's me, Salawa, I want him to be control, not just too much. I don't want it to be like before, but I still want it because that's the way I was brought up, and that is where my mother and father they are before they were dead. Ní kúkúrú, èmi nígbàgbọ́ kí ọkùnrin kó jẹ́ olórí. Ọlọ́run lè dá mi, mo lè ní jùlọ, but mo sì fẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé òun ló máa pàṣẹ. Àmọ́ káwa méjèèjì ká jọ pawọ́pọ̀, ká jọ máa ran ra wa lọ́wọ́, but ọkùnrin ni mo fẹ́ kó jẹ́ olórí.
All right, there you have it, another exciting edition of the Rubbing Minds International Women's Month special powered by Lipton Tea. Yes, we are sipping on our tea. Until next week, have a wonderful week. We'll be back with plenty more iconic women to celebrate and learn from.
This is a Rubbing Minds special for International Women's Month powered by Lipton.
Wow.
Right?
That was absolutely mind-blowing. First of all the music and the songs she was singing, I hope you were sort of understanding.
I was internalizing it. I was feeling the beat. I knew, you know, when she said Modupe, I was like, yes, me
At
too,
least I know that one.
hallelujah. Exactly.
I mean, it was interesting to hear her story, and just like I thought at the beginning, you know, in an industry where she almost wasn't accepted, she still was able to stay strong in spite of criticism, you know, just doing it her own way, and I really like that. And Bolanle Austin Peters as well. I mean, I never get tired of hearing her stories.
Right?
Yeah.
I think my highlights especially from Salawa Abeni, was a conversation about divorce, which is still such a huge taboo topic for an African woman. So I'm glad that we can at least start to get into those conversations and figure out how we can own our realities and move forward.
Because it is a real thing.
Yeah.
And so many people have those stories, but there's always some shame attached to it. Well, thanks a lot for this. Hopefully, let's do this again.
Thank you for renting me your chair. Rent is due again for next week. So guys, make sure you tune in so that I can fundraise for my rent that is due on this chair. I become my landlord. This has been incredible.
I mean, it's always nice to have you, so why not?
Yeah.
But like I always say, you can follow the conversation on Twitter at Rubbing Minds Now is the handle. Please use the hashtag Rubbing Minds when you tweet at us. I'll see you next Sunday.
This is a Rubbing Minds special for International Women's Month powered by Lipton.